Kia ora and welcome. I'm really glad you're here. Today we're tackling one of the most important parts of NCEA Level 1 maths: graphs, parabolas, and a clever bit of 3D Pythagoras to finish. And don't worry, this isn't a test. There's nothing to hand in and nothing to be nervous about. We're just going to walk through the ideas together one at a time. Here's my one piece of advice for the whole video, and it genuinely works. When I ask you a question, actually pause it and have a go yourself. Getting something wrong first teaches your brain far more than watching me get it right. Alright, let's dive straight in, starting with the algebra that sits underneath every single graph. Alright, here's the thing. Every single move we make with parabolas comes back to just 4 little algebra skills: expanding, factorizing, solving, and substituting. Nail these 4, and honestly, the rest of this topic just falls into place. So let's warm them up. First up, expanding. Expand and simplify. X plus 3 times x minus 5. Here's the one rule you need. Every term in the first bracket has to multiply every term in the second. So follow me. X times x, that's x squared. X times negative 5, that's negative 5x. 3 times x plus 3x, and 3 times negative 5, negative 15. Now line them all up. X squared minus 5x plus 3x minus 15. And those two middle terms, they combine. Negative 5x plus 3x is negative 2x. So there it is, x squared minus 2x minus 15. Beautiful. Now let's run that in reverse. This is factorizing. Factorize x squared plus 2x minus 15. We're hunting for two numbers that multiply to give negative 15 and add to give positive 2. Pause for a second and see if you can spot them. Got It's positive 5 and negative 3. Let's check. 5 times negative 3 is negative 15, and 5 plus negative 3 is positive 2. Both work. So it factorizes to x plus 5 times x minus 3. Nice. Next one's quick. Solving a linear equation. Solve. 2x plus 7 equals 19. Take 7 of both sides. 2x equals 12. Divide both sides by 2. X equals 6. Done. Clean and simple. Okay, now watch this one closely, because this is exactly how we'll find where a parabola crosses the x-axis later. Solve. X squared minus x minus 12 equals 0. Factorize the left side first. Two numbers that multiply to negative 12 and add to negative 1. That's negative 4 and positive 3. So we get x minus 4 times x plus 3 equals 0. Now here's the clever bit. If two things multiply together to give 0, then at least one of them must be 0. So either x minus 4 equals 0, giving x equals 4, or x plus 3 equals 0, giving x equals negative 3. Two answers, x equals 4 or x equals negative 3. And just like that, you've solved the quadratic. Last one, substitution. For y equals x squared minus 4, which, by the way, is secretly your very first parabola in disguise, part A, find y when x is 3. Three squared is 9, minus 4 is 5, so y equals 5. Part B, find x when y is 0. So 0 equals x squared minus 4, which means x squared equals 4, so x equals 2, or x equals negative 2. And keep an eye on those two answers, because they're the exact spots where the graph touches the x-axis. We'll come right back to them. Before we tackle the curve, let's nail the straight line. Because once you've got this, parabolas are a much smaller jump. Every straight line can be written as y equals mx plus c. The m is the gradient. That's how steep the line is. And the c is the y-intercept, where the line crosses the y-axis. 2 letters, 2 jobs. Simple. Quick check. For the line y equals negative x plus 4, what's the gradient and what's the y-intercept? Pause and have a think. Here's the bit people miss. There's an invisible negative 1 sitting in front of that x, so the gradient is negative 1. And the y-intercept is the number on its own, which is 4. Gradient negative 1, y-intercept 4. Easy when you spot it. One more, and this one shows up in exams all the time. Find the gradient of the line through the points 1, 2 and 3, 8. Gradient is rise over run, the change in y divided by the change in x. So that's 8 minus 2 on top over 3 minus 1 on the bottom. That's 6 over 2, which is 3. The gradient is 3. Clean and simple.